Right, what's up YouTube? It's One Way Up here back with another vehicle review. And in front of you, I have the 2020 Chrysler Pacifica. So here we have the 2020 Chrysler Pacifica. Chrysler's previous minivan was the Town and Country. Then they changed the name and redesigned it to the Pacificas, which is what you see in front of you right now. And this is the 2020 model year. So for the 2021 model year, they have refreshed this vehicle. But as far as minivans go, I feel like this is one of the best looking minivans you can buy. Now there are other options such as the Honda Odyssey, there's the Kia Sedona, and the Dodge Grand Caravan, which is the brother to this Pacifica, but they have killed off the Grand Caravan, so they're not making that anymore. For 2021, they did redesign this vehicle, and I think it looks even better in the 2021 model year. So if you're looking for an even better looking minivan, it may be better for you to go with that one. But still, with this one, you get great looks, great features, and I think that Chrysler badge probably feels a little bit better than driving a Honda minivan. But anyways, this is the limited trim. So this car comes in other trims such as the L and the base model, the LX, the Touring Plus, and this one, which is the limited. So you have these brushed aluminum wheels that come with this vehicle. I love the chrome that's going along the bottom of the doors. Some extra chrome on the side view mirrors right there. Another thing that's cool is you get a camera. So this car does have 360 degrees camera while you're parking and driving at low speeds. Love the chrome on the door handles as well. Now the front of this car, the fascia is the same one that's used on the Chrysler 200. So they did redesign it for 2021, so it does look different. But this car does have chrome accents going around the sides, the bottom of the doors, and even the front, as you can see by the fog lights. You also have your front camera right there under the license plate. Nice Chrysler logo. So yeah, in my opinion, I feel like the Chrysler Pacifica would be the best option for minivans. Now I haven't driven the other ones, but I've seen them, and I would say this one looks the best. Alright, so since this is the limited model, you're gonna have keyless, remote start, all that good stuff. Your buttons are right here to lock and unlock the door. Slide that open. And just giving you guys a look at the interior. This interior looks great. I love the color pattern that they have going for it. The cream with the black, and then you do get a hint of this burgundy color going around the door handles and around the gauge display. Looks very nice inside this interior. Two-tone steering wheel. I love the stripes going along the edges of the seat. It's that little burgundy color that matches the color that's going around the gauges. The two-tone steering wheel, like I said, just great looking interior. So now stepping into it, gonna start her up. Nice blue lighting that goes around the gauge clusters. I love that with Chrysler products. It looks very nice at night. Let me just pop the hood for you guys and show you what's going on under the trunk, in the engine. Sorry. Okay, so opening up this engine bay, you have the Chrysler Pacifica 3.6 liter. You know, it's been around in so many different vehicles. It's in the Charger, the Grand Caravan, 300. This is a V6, puts out around 282 horsepower. And this car has plenty of power to get you moving. It's not going to be the most fuel efficient. As you know, Chrysler engines aren't the best when it comes to fuel economy, but the power will be there for you. So now stepping back inside the car, start with the door. All 4 windows are automatic down and up. You do have an option to fold your side mirrors when you're parking, so it's easier for you to walk away from your car, which is cool. Memory seating, 2 position for the driver, automatic headlights. You can use these to adjust the brightness of your center screen. The vents have a nice feel to it. I do like the rubber that they added to the vents, which adds a little bit of more luxury to it, I would say. Moving over to the steering wheel. I love the way the steering wheel looks and feels. I love that Chrysler logo and the shape of it, 3-spoke design. This car does have audio controls, Bluetooth of course. These arrows are used to navigate your center screen, your different info options and displays. You can even customize certain things on here, just like in the 300. Moving over, you have your cruise control options right here, and you also have your front collision warning, where with this you can adjust the distance as to when the car will warn you when you're going to be into a collision with the car in front of you. Also, adaptive cruise control. This is one of the best things that Chrysler offers in their vehicles. I love that. It's basically, you set it, you don't even have to worry about braking. The car will automatically brake if there's a vehicle in front of you that starts to slow down, so you don't get too close to it, and it just makes the whole driving experience a lot more relaxing. So going over to the center infotainment screen, Chrysler's Uconnect, probably the best infotainment on the market. Very easy to navigate, big screen. You can even slide or press the arrows to navigate. You have all your options down here. So you want to go to your phone settings, touch that. You want to go to navigation. This car comes with navigation, of course, since it's the limited model. You do have some apps, seating controls. I do love that you have heated and vented seats for both the driver and passenger. Heated steering wheel. You can even control the options for your camera and also change the different viewpoints. So this car does have 360-degree camera, which is very nice to have in a minivan. There's the front camera right there. You have 2 different views for the front camera, a wide angle and a straight, and this is the rear camera, and this is the 360 that you see on the left side of the screen. So very cool. Love that about this car. Moving down here, you do have parking sensors, of course. You could turn it on and off. You could turn on and off remote start, lane departure warning. I mean, this car is fully loaded, so it has everything. And this is activate park sense. Okay, that's what that's for. Knob, easy to control your climate, so you can manually do it down here, or you can do it up here on the screen. So I do like that they give you 2 different options of doing it instead of locking you into one way of doing it like some cars are doing nowadays. So getting down here, USB and auxiliary input, 2 compartments for storage, even more storage with this sliding out, with this tray that slides out. Have a 12-volt power outlet down here and more USB ports, more storage down there. Over here, I mean, this car doesn't slack on storage, which is great. More storage in your center console. Now, one interesting thing I noticed about this car is that you can control the position of the center armrest for the driver's seat, so you can lock it in at any height that you want to, which I think is very, very cool. So if I want to leave my arm higher, I can do it like this. If I want to put my arm lower, I can lock it in like that. So I feel like that's very ergonomic and comfortable for you to customize, which is cool. Now we do have your glasses case right here, buttons to control the rear sliding doors, so your occupants don't have to open it, a mirror to see what's going on behind you, because it do have 3 rows in this vehicle. Now looking up at the sunroof, I do love this almost full panoramic sunroof. It goes to the second row, and then the third row also have their own little sunroof in the back, which is very cool. Alright, so I'm going to step into the second row of this vehicle. You can also open the second row doors from the key. You have different options. You can also press the button or pull on the handle and it automatically slides. So that striped burgundy stitching also extends to the second row and third row seats, so these seats do look nice as well. This has two armrests that you can fold down on each side, and if you want easier access to the third row, you can just pull the seat forward. Both seats do that, or you can fold it down and then drag it forward like that. Now if you want to stow away the second row altogether, you do have an option to take out the mat and store the seats into the floor. Stepping back in here, you do have different options to close the door. This button right here. Now, interesting enough, I noticed that there are heated seats for the second row, so you do have two levels of control for that. Very nice back here in this minivan. Coat hook right there, grab handles, automatic windows in the back as well. You know, very cool car. USB ports in the behind the driver and passenger seat. Wow, I just noticed that. And then you do have options back here to control the rear climate controls, which is nice to have. But yeah, this is very comfortable minivan. I have a good amount of space back here. You know, this driving seat is set to my position a little bit further back, and I still have some space. So that's the great thing about minivan, they do give you a lot of space. And you do have sunshades for the second row as well. So opening up this. Now I do know that this vehicle does have 32.3 cubic feet of space with the seats up, and you do get about 140 if you decide to fold all the seats into the floor. Let me just show you inside the trunk. You can open it with the key or with the button under the handle. So with the trunk space, it isn't long or wide, but the trunk space is pretty deep. So you do get depth when you want to store things, but you can always fold the seats down. Now, one thing that I love that they added about this car, which you don't see in other minivans, is that you would have to manually fold the seats forward by pulling this lever and going through this whole process of just folding seats forward. Even three-row SUVs have the same problem. One thing that I love that Chrysler did is that they give you the option to stow the seat. So basically you just hold this button right here, and you don't even have to break your back trying to fold and bend these seats. It just automatically does it for you, and it does it pretty quickly. So this is just so much better than how other minivans or third row SUVs are when it comes to folding down that third row. So now within 20 seconds you do have way more space if you want to stow things. And over here you do have the option to tilt the seats forward and backward, which is cool. So basically when you're sitting in the third row, you can tilt your seat forward and back without having to manually do it with a lever. And let me just fold them back up. I'll do that later. But yeah, with that being said, I mean, I feel like the Chrysler Pacifica and the limited trim is a great minivan if you have kids or even a group of people. I know a lot of people don't like driving minivans because they don't like the way it looks, but I feel like in terms of practicality and what they offer, it's great for carrying people, for storing things, and I don't even think they look that bad in my opinion. I do have some fun driving minivans sometimes. I've driven different ones plenty of times, and I feel like the Chrysler 300 the Chrysler Pacifica is a great looking minivan, and when there's limited trim you do get plenty of options to go with the looks of it. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.